Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. It's the last of the long forms of the day, and as usual, we like to have a bit of fun. And this one is, again, you wonder what goes through their minds. I mean, really, does somebody not step back and go, maybe not? And apparently, no, nobody does. Now, it is the last one. It's my last chance to say, do please hit the subscribe button. We are getting a few of these unsubscribes again, so if you are already subscribed, just check you're still subscribed, because it is bumping people off again. It happens from time to time. If you're yet to subscribe, hit the button, because it really does help the channel. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at something on the screen, which you're about to see, and I still can't get over what I'm looking at. We all know about the hate crime bill coming in a couple of weeks' time, and how ridiculous it is. It's a very nasty, insidious piece of legislation, but it's one that we will destroy very easily. And I said in the previous video today, all we need to do is day one. Everybody just keeps phoning up police and complaining. Every time any politician says anything, make a complaint, but make it against the politicians. Don't make it against your neighbours, friends, family, whatever, people in the street. Don't. Just politicians. Let's have this done. Let's get the politicians fed up of plod knocking on their doors. Now, to go alongside this, they've created something, which I'm going to show you now. And it's just pathetic. Of all the things you've seen, let's just look at this. Now, I'm only starting here. I'm not starting at the top because I need to prepare you for it. You see, all these things, they all like to have a little mascot, don't they? You know, World Cup Willie in the 1966 World Cup for England. That sort of thing. This is something that will blow you. Blow your mind. Not blow you in a good way. Blow your mind. Because it is so appallingly bad. I mean, like, mind-blowingly bad. That you wonder, firstly, who did it? And secondly, were they actually paid? And if so, go and get the money back. Because this is awful. This is the hate monster. This is the one. This is the icon they're using for the hate crime bill. The hate monster. Somebody got paid to come up with this. Meet Scotland's hate police Scotland's hate monster, who loves it when you get angry and lives in men aged 18 to 30. Now, what I'm going to say is wrong. Wrong. Not men. Right? So that the very day... This is... Pay attention here, chaps and ladies. Pay attention, everybody. On April the 1st, phone up the police and tell them you want to make a hate crime complaint. And tell them it's this. Because this is both sexist and ageist. And is, both of those, sex and age, are protected characteristics. So, on the 1st of April, complain about that. That is hate. This hate monster is hate. I told you, you can't make it up. Whoever comes up with this shit, I mean, if you've got paid for it, well done. I mean, I appreciate the graft. Well done you. Literally well done you. However, it's the fact that it's come out of public money, really. This bizarre creature was highlighted this week amid the row over Humza Yousaf's hate crime law, but it's not got the reaction his creators hoped for. Oh boy, hasn't it. Humza Yousaf's new hate crime law is set to be enforced from April the 1st. Says here, much to the alarm of anyone who values free speech. But not for us, dear chaps. Not for us, my good friends. We love it. We are going to have so much fun with this. Because we are going to really drive them bonkers. The legislation created new, vague offences of stirring up hatred, whatever that is. And it's led to concerns that people could be jailed for calling someone a man, even if they biologically are. Details have continued to emerge over the past few days of the Orwellian reporting centres and the resources Police Scotland will throw at the law. Now, I've done the video earlier. Police Scotland say they are going to investigate every single crime that's been announced them as a hate crime. Now, I'm pretty sure that's them trolling. I don't think they will. I don't think they can. But it is absolutely the case that we must report everything every politician says all the time. Multiple, if 10, 20, 100 people report the same thing, the police are obliged to investigate. They will have to go. And when these guys are getting that knock on the door 100 times, marvellous. But that hate monster, it's a crime. It's hateful. I think it's hateful. That is hate against me as a man and at me because it's ages. Why am I exempt? Why am I being exempted? I'm not 18 to 30. How dare you exempt me? That's hateful. Anyway, one weapon in the battle to turn Scotland into a dystopian state ruled by the SNP has also come out of the woodwork this week. Police Scotland's hate monster, potentially a distant relation to the honey monster. He's actually been around for a while, but many are only getting their first glimpse of the Pepper Army-like character, or the hairy condom, as one person described him. And bosses seem to think it will make Scotland a better place. I would suggest doubling the number of police and making them investigate crime. Might help. The Hate Monster campaign comes complete with a cringe-worthy video branded embarrassing by Tory MSP Murdo Fraser. In the clip, we're told he, pronouns, will be there feeding off, as they put it, the emotions whenever someone feels insecure or angry. Well, this is Scotland. He's going to be well fed. He says he'll get bigger and bigger until he's weighing you down, and he will make you want to have a go at somebody and vent your anger just because folk look or act different from you. According to Police Scotland, the hate monster wants you to know that you're better than them. Wants you to show that you're better than them, sorry. And then, before you know it, you've committed a hate crime. Yes, you've committed a hate crime by calling a man. Or by, disagreeing with Humza Yousaf, because the moment you disagree with him, it's Islamophobia. It's a hate crime. So it's now a hate crime to disagree with someone who's not white, apparently. In Humza Yousaf's weird world. Let me tell you, Humza, you are going to find out exactly what you've done with this law. Anyway, he says after this you won't feel any better though. You'll just feel worse because the hate just hangs about like a bad smell, as they say. Thankfully, there is hope for us, as we're better than that. We've got all this energy and we should do something positive with it. Yes, hate politicians. Hate is acceptable. Hate is a human emotion. They are trying to remove from human beings an emotion. Well, I hate that. And I think that that's hateful. So I'm going to report it. All through the video, the suspiciously phallic-shaped character grows huge to almost fill the screen before wilting back down to his original size. Presumably, that's not a subliminal message about the sex shops where you can report hate crimes. The video ends with a message. Go on, be good to yourself. Don't feed the hate monster. The Police Scotland website makes it clear who the hate monster lives in. Young men, aged 18 to 30, particularly those from socially excluded communities who are heavily influenced by their peers. Muslims, they tend to be socially excluded and heavily influenced by their peers. Why not just come out and say, hate found in young men 18 to 30, Muslim? Am I reading that wrong? Anyway, it remains to be seen how much of an influence the hate monster will have on them. Oh boy, this is having an influence now. I'm first of all going to report the hate monster to Police Scotland because it's hateful, ageist and sexist. Also, let's just go with it. It's honestly, it's just the... Who comes up with this? Anyway, former Glasgow Labour leader Joanne Lamont said, now I hear the patronising patter in good old Glaswegian, I'm even more enraged. The target audience is clearly both monstrously bigoted and 5 years old. One person quipped, I had no idea the pepperoni sausage was that much of an animal. And Dennis Noel Kavanagh, director at the Gay Men's Network, added, this would all be so much easier if Police Scotland just found and nicked this hate monster bloke. Everybody's ripping it a new one. It is a joke. Honestly, I tell you what this is. I tell you what he is, this hate monster thing. He is, he's your pound shop honey monster sitting in a doorway in Glasgow drinking Buckfast and shouting at strangers. That's who it is. I bet whoever's come up with, that's how they live. It's a joke. Let's just admire the work gone into it and then laugh. But I'm definitely, 1st of April, I'm reporting it for a hate crime. And I want it. In fact, we all should. Every single one. Oh, please, hit the subscribe button. Join us. Let's make this a thing. Let us push this hate crime. Let's make this hate crime bill work for us. And day one, report the police for the hate monster. Coming up. It is cracking. It's such an opportunity and such an open goal. It really is. You can't believe that these politicians are so stupid as to do this. I can't resist it. It is just wonderful. So yeah, let's do it. Everyone, day one, report all politicians for everything they say and the hate monster. Ageist and sexist, go screw them. Let's have fun. Let's turn this. Let's make this our law. And we will win. We are many. They are few. We will always win. I've got as many followers on this channel as there are policemen in Scotland. It's up to us, isn't it? Me and you. If I can get Craig to come in, I will ping this to Craig. Craig, if you're watching on your channel, do the same thing. Push this. I'll give you a call later. Hey guys, thanks very much for joining me today. It's the end of the line. I'm going to go off now and do things. I've got to go shopping. Got jobs to do. You've been marvellous. I've been me. See you all tomorrow when we start it again. Bye.